Animated movies are some of the best things to ever happen to cinema in these days. Today, we're going to cover 5 of the best anime movies to watch in 2020. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number 5, The Boy and the Beast, 2015. Mamoru Hosoda is championed as one of the greatest anime directors working today. That reputation is owed in no small part to him being touted as the heir apparent to the cinematic legacy of Hayao Miyazaki, who formally retired from directing following the release of then final film The Wind Rises in 2013. Despite this glowing association, few of Hosoda's handful of films have managed to graze the same strata of cinematic accomplishment and canonical enshrinement that typifies the storied career of the Studio Ghibli luminary.
なんで人間の子を弟子なんかにするんだ。認め合い。いつしか芽生えていくかけがえのない絆。負けるな、熊徹。おかしな師弟関係。俺は師匠だぞ。俺は弟子なんかじゃねえ。ぶつかり合い。やめちまいな。
Number 4, Mobile Suit Gundam F91, 1991. Set 30 years after the events of Char's counterattack, Mobile Suit Gundam F91 is a strange anomaly in the Gundam universe, yet not an unwelcome one. The story happened because Yoshiyuki Tomino had decided to begin a new Gundam story set a full generation after the hard-won peace achieved at the end of Char and Amuro's final battle. Originally set up as a series, Tomino recruited a greatest hits of his former collaborators for the project, including Yoshikazu Yasuhiko and Kunio Ukawara. It's unclear exactly why, but somewhere in the early stages of the production, internal conflicts resulted in the series being shelved. Not wanting to abandon the project, approximately 13 episode scripts had been written, Tomino decided to condense the story he had been developing into a movie. The result, Mobile Gundam Suit F91, is a messy but very worthy entry in the Gundam canon. The story revolves around an attack by a separatist group, the Crossbone Vanguard, against the unsuspecting Earth colonies after years of peace. From there, we'll let you watch it and find out the rest. Number 3, The Secret World of Arrietty, 2010. Mary Norton's 1952 classic The Borrowers is one of the most oft-adapted children's books of the 20th century. With feature-length renditions from the likes of such directors as Walter C. Miller, Peter Hewitt, and Richard Carpenter, so what exactly can a modern animated adaptation set in contemporary Japan hope to mine from a premise that, however enchanting, has all but been exhausted by previous iterations? That was the task set to Hiromasa Yonibayashi for his directorial debut. Spiritually faithful to that of its source material, Arrietty's story is focused on 12-year-old Sean's chance discovery of a nymph-like creature while staying at his mother's childhood home and the evolving friendship. It's a typical Studio Ghibli fare with impeccably rendered matte backgrounds, empathetic characters, a great score, and all the requisite high-profile voice performances that befit a Disney licensed production. Number 2, Ah My Goodness, the movie, 2000. A sequel to a 5-part OVA from 1993 based on a popular manga, Ah My Goodness, the movie is a very rare example of a film based on an existing anime or manga franchise that's superior to the original source material. A self-contained story revolving around college student Morisato Kiichi and the goddess Belldandy, the film finds ways to inject more drama and urgency into the typical light-hearted romance of the original story, while the longer runtime allows more room for character development and deepened motivations for all the main cast members. Number 1, Delos, 1983. Of the many films that Mamoru Oshii has directed, Delos is inarguably his worst. With a subpar space opera plot that's been described by anime historians such as Helen McCarthy and Jonathan Clements as an unremarkable rip-off of Robert Heinlein's The Moon is a Harsh Mistress, in an animation style that can only be charitably described as low budget, showing little to nothing of the mark of its director who later became known for the likes of Pout Labor 2 and Ghost in the Shell. There's a reason why Delos occupies the darkest unknown corners of Oshii's oeuvre. This brings us to the end of our video. Like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on any of our content in the future. With that, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.